What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content in the near future, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, so I know I'm a little late with this video. I mean, it is what it is. But we're going to speak on this James Harden and Chris Paul situation, man. And we're going to just get into it, man. They need to be on separate teams, man. The Rockets got to make a decision of either trading Chris Paul or James Harden, and that's going to be Chris Paul. The thing is, though, we already know his contract situation. He signed that max deal last season, and you know he's just aging. He's just getting old, and when you get old, your play starts to decline, your athleticism starts to decline, and that's what we saw from Chris Paul last season. And don't get me wrong, a declining Chris Paul is still better than most point guards in the NBA. But you know, when you on a contender team and have another superstar guard on your team, and you're in win now mode, I mean, the Rockets, we already know what Daryl Morey is about. Daryl Morey is about, he'll do anything to improve his team, whether that's trading the whole entire team, you know. If he could trade James Harden for Kawhi Leonard, he would do it. This man Daryl Morey has no heart, man. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think it's just best. I mean, the thing is, though, Chris Paul at the same time, even though he's aging, he kind of helps the Rockets because sometimes the Rockets rely too much on that three-point shot, and I know a lot of Rockets fans are gonna be like, "What? I mean, that's what y'all do." And yeah, that's what y'all do, but I mean, come playoff time, you're gonna need a few intermediate shots. And I think Chris Paul kind of help you guys out. Of course, on the defensive side, he help you out, even though there's some good defensive guards on the free agency list, aka Patrick Beverly, who you guys traded for to get Chris Paul. But just on the offense side, his IQ, you know, everything that he brings, he's still super valuable. So, I mean, it's not like Chris Paul can't play. Like I said, man, aging Chris Paul is still better than most point guards in this NBA. He's probably not a top 5 point guard anymore. Still a top 10 point guard easily. So, I mean, if it is as bad as is being said it is with the relationship with Chris Paul and James Harden, I think you need to try to give up Chris Paul immediately. But the thing is, though, with his contract, what you're going to be able to get from him, because you know his trade value is definitely lower than what it was last year. And if you trade Chris Paul, you're not going to get equal value for him. You're going to get, I mean, the best you can get is probably like a few expiring deals. Man. I mean, but there's a few teams I could see probably trade for Chris Paul. Maybe the Lakers, maybe the Spurs. Well, I wouldn't say the Spurs because I think they believe in Dejounte Murray. There's a few teams out there though that could still use Chris Paul. But it's interesting, man. I mean, I guess. And they said that this Chris Paul and James Harden friction has been going on the entire season. We know, we've seen them, even the year that they made all the way to the Western Conference Finals. We remember that series against Utah, and they had their little shouting match against each other. But that happens all the time in basketball. You know, it is what it is. But, I mean, they said that in the playoffs this year, Chris Paul was trying to dictate what James Harden wanted to do. James Harden wanted to run ISO, give me the ball, and Chris Paul wanted to run more of a spread the ball out game. So, I mean, this is the type of stuff that a lot of people thought was going to happen the first year, but the first year looked so good that we thought that they could keep this going for a few years straight. But I guess two dominant ball handlers finally caught up to the Rockets. But the Rockets need to make a decision soon. Tonight is draft night, and they can make a move tonight and draft one of these young players. But the thing is, that if you draft a young player and you don't win that mode, I'm not sure how that would work out. But it's either Chris Paul and the Rockets organization and James Harden, they need to fix whatever they got going on, fix it out, and get ready for next season, or you're going to split it apart. The thing is, though, it'll be so unfortunate if the Rockets split up now with the Warriors pretty much. Where it looks like they're going to probably be out of championship contention. And I know the Lakers, they trade for Anthony Davis. Y'all guys already know how I feel about Anthony Davis, possibly the best player in the NBA. But it's still wide open. The West is wide open. And, even an aging Chris Paul for James Harden, maybe the Rockets still have a chance. But I will say this, man. If they are going to make a move, don't trade PJ Tucker, man. Like, of course you're going to trade Harden, but you can't trade PJ Tucker, man. PJ Tucker did a lot that wasn't shown, that the stats don't show, man. All the hustle plays. He's the type of player you need on the championship winning team, man. So I would be shocked if Daryl Morey moves PJ Tucker. But there's not that many valuable players on this team, though, when you really think about it. You have Harden. We already talked about PJ Tucker. Now, Eric Gordon is somebody that might get traded who is valuable. You already saw them trying to set Clint Capella. But yeah, besides that, who they really have on the team? You got Nene, you got Austin Rivers, you have who else? I can't even name anybody on top of my mind. But we'll see what's good. If Chris Paul was to get moved, I'm expecting it to be around the time free agency, from the time today, from draft night to the beginning of the free agency frenzy. So we'll see what's good with that. But that's pretty much all I really got to speak on this situation, man. Like I say in all my videos, though, if you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content in the near future, give this video a like, and if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you got it. And the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.